The incident was heard from an imam. An incident that happened to the Imam Sahib himself. The incident happened around 1980. Imam Sahib was working in a mosque in Barisal. He was a very respected person in that area. Everyone respected him for his honesty and loved him a lot. He was called for any trial in the area because he was an honest man. One day the trial of the son of a friend of Imam Sahib was called. The day was Friday. On that day Imam Sahib's friend's son was tried. On the other hand, Imam Sahib's son also had a high fever. When Imam Sahib wanted to leave for that trial, his wife forbade him. Because his son's body is very bad. Imam Sahib thought about his friend. He has to go because his best friend's son is on trial. He left early in the morning. Because the distance from his house to his friend's house is 20 miles. After walking a few kilometers by road, it takes about 3 hours to reach the river and then another long walk. Back then, there were not so many cars like now, and if you want to go anywhere, you have to walk. Imam Sahib went to his friend's house on time. It was almost evening before the trial of his friend's son was over. Imam Sahib told his friend before the trial. After the trial some road has to be taken forward. But after the trial for some reason, his friend left that place. Imam Sahib thought, I have to go alone when there is no friend, so he left without delay. After walking for about 2 hours, he heard Ishar's call to prayer, but he could not understand where the sound of the adhan was coming from. Since it was dark all around, he was walking in the dark for so long. Unfortunately, he forgot to bring a torch from home. After reading the call to prayer, he decided that he would not move forward without praying. So he started looking for a mosque around. The road was deserted and he didn't find anyone around to ask where the mosque was. Moreover, there are no houses around. He suddenly sees a man coming in front of him. The description of the man is that the man will be about 6 feet tall, wearing black alkala all over his body. Imam Sahib asked the man about the mosque and the man showed a path. Imam Sahib started walking along the path shown by the man without any thought. At one point he could not hear the call to prayer, and the Imam realized that the man had shown him the wrong path. He went further away from the mosque and stood for a while thinking that there was no time to go back, and no way because he did not remember which way he had come in the dark. So he walked forward again, and after going some distance he saw a house. Calling home, a man answered. He asked the man, "Is there a mosque here?" The man showed a road and Imam Sahib started walking on that road. After going some distance he saw a mosque. I had never seen such a beautiful mosque in my whole life. He stood in front of the mosque and thought, no one told me that there is such a beautiful mosque here. Imam Sahib thought for a while and went inside the mosque. As soon as he entered the mosque, all his fatigue was removed. He rested for a while and offered the sunnah prayer. After finishing the sunnah, he saw that there was no one in the mosque except the muezzin of the mosque. Since he was alone, he stood up to offer the obligatory prayer, and then he saw a group of people. People started entering the mosque. He noticed that everyone looked the same, and everyone was covered in white cloth from head to toe. He was a little surprised because village mosques usually don't have so many people. At the time of Isha, he also stood with everyone to pray. Then those people signaled to Imam Sahib to pray. He thought that what was happening to me was not normal. Now if he went against those people he might get hurt, so he went to offer namaz. After finishing the prayer, he began to regret, why did I finish the prayer, because there is so much comfort and so much peace in that mosque that he does not want to leave that mosque. But his mind is at home because his son is very sick and he has to reach home today anyway. When he was leaving the mosque, those people called him to eat some food. He no longer disagreed because he realized that something miraculous was happening to him. A lot of food was given in front of him, and he ate that food. After eating and drinking, he left for home again. Once he reached the river, it was late at night, and there were no people around and there were no boats on the banks of the river. He shouted twice loudly,
"Someone is there! Someone is here!"
When he did not get any response, he spread a cloth, sat down, and decided that he would not move from there until the far azan. After sitting in that place for a long time, he suddenly saw a group of people coming in his direction. After coming a little closer, he saw those people with whom he had prayed Isha a little while ago. Now there is a dead body with those people. Imam Sahib already read some surah so that those people cannot harm him. He asks when people approach,
"Where will you go?"
The people didn't say anything. He asked again,
"Where will you go?"
After being asked 3 times, one of them said,
"We will go to your house."
"It's good to go to my house. But whose body is this?"
"This is your son's body. You go with us."
After hearing this, Imam Sahib got a little scared. He said,
"See, I have done you no harm. Go on your way, and let me be as I am."
After hearing these words, the people dived into the river and disappeared at the far call. A sailor known to the Imam came to take the Imam away. When he came to his house after walking 3 hours along the river, he saw the people of the area coming to console him. He wondered why everyone was consoling me. Something must have happened at home. When he reached home, he saw people standing in the courtyard. He entered and saw his son lying in the courtyard. He saw his son's body was swollen and hollow. He thought, I had seen a fever, but this is not supposed to happen. And when he asked his wife about it, his wife said that at dawn today, his son's fever had increased so much that he went crazy and went to the pond. Even after many searches, his son's body was not found in the pond. At one point the body floated by itself. After this incident, Imam Sahib had a regret. If I had gone with them, maybe today I would not have to see my son in this condition. Friends, subscribe to our channel now to watch such cute cartoon videos. Thanks everyone.